We're starting this stream with a mix between Neil Young's Heart of Gold and Save the Night. From Gone Tomorrow. Do you remember that song, Hannes?
I remember it.
I'm happy today. It's morning. I'm a morning person. So I have energy. We are going to work on these Vibraphone holders. And I did great work yesterday night when I got home, actually, vibe coding a formatting script for my spreadsheet document. So Alphonse is scheduling some design requirement streams with some experts that will sit down with me to write the design requirements. And when I don't have experts to hold my snowflake hand, because that design requirement monster is so scary, I want to tinker, okay? It's my party and I cry a tinker if I want to. I just need to find a place for the guitar. And we're gonna get going. How are you this morning, Hannes?
Yes, let's see. I'm here as well. I can I can move myself into frame. There we go.
Nice.
I'm pretty good. This is a rocket launch right here. So I'm starting the stream on all different platforms. So we're trying to stream everywhere in the whole world and to all the platforms. I'm trying to get Instagram working right now, and later on TikTok and X and everything, you know.
So welcome to everyone joining. We're gonna become good at streaming, and we're gonna become good at designing marble machines here. That's what we're doing this year. So let's get right into it. Previously, I printed some of these silicone holders. We can go into the close-ups perhaps. So the A73 would be a great one. Oh, you want me to switch, Hannes?
I can do it.
Wait, I go get my stream deck. I know you have a lot with the streams. I'll do the intro with the... I can do that. We're learning here. I need actually 2 stream decks. Alphonse?
Alphonse!
So yeah, we have... I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. We have this movable camera here as well. Hey, movable camera. And... So we got this one, and we got this one where I'm going to CAD soon. But right now, I'm going to show you these holders here. So the Vibraphone...
Have you explained what the Vibraphone holders are for?
Yes, good point. So that's the wrong club, mallet. The Vibraphone bar needs to be able to vibrate freely. And thanks to this 3D printed silicone parts, which is my new weapon for this machine, for all the soft parts, is an absolutely wonderful way to make soft materials with this like places for screws and stuff like that. I've been experimenting with some different designs. I started out too flimsy, too small, and I went with this one that I haven't shown before. It's a bit chunkier. And from the beginning, what we're going to do today is that we're going to iterate on top of this. Because from the beginning, I had this idea. I think I can go to this one and show it really close. I had this idea to pre-tension the sides of the holders inwards like this. So what I want to do is that I actually want to print the holder like this. So this is the natural position of the rubber. And then when the Vibraphone bar comes in between there and pushes them out, the holder wants to hug the Vibraphone bar naturally. So the sides doesn't want to flare out. The sides rather want to go into the metal, which means that the sides is probably going to stay in the perfect position for longer. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Which one is the... We're moving all our cameras around. We don't have one called Sony anymore.
No, we have XDA.
XDA is what it's called. Okay, nice. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go into CAD and I'm going to remodel this holder for this inward pre-tensioned idea, which I also think will stiffen up this pretty soft 40A pure silicone quite a bit without adding a lot of materials on the side, because we're in a race here. I brought some tubes from the storage next to me here. These are 50 millimeters. I think I want to build the resonators from 40 millimeters if I can. On my Vibraphone, there are 2 sizes, 42 and 50. 55 perhaps. But one of the challenges for this vibraphone is to not add distance between the notes, because the vibraphone is already 2 meters wide if we have like 15 millimeters between them. Which means when I make these holders, I want them to be as slim as possible on the sides. So yeah, we're gonna make a sturdier vibraphone holder that clamps, that hugs the side of the vibraphone bar. That's the objective. I'm gonna make 2 of them and I'm gonna start to print. That's kind of what I wanna do this stream, and I'm going to try to keep my CAD pretty clean because it's morning and I'm fresh, so that should be possible. Sounds good, Hannes?
Sounds fantastic.
Okay, nice.
And it seems like we're live at most places right now, at least. On YouTube, in both horizontal and vertical, and on Twitch and on Instagram right now. So let's head over to...
I'm trying to get the camera to actually follow me over to the computer station.
Yeah, it's automatic now. It doesn't work as good when I'm not controlling it, is it?
No.
I can do it. Give
Okay.
me 1 second, Martin. I will get to you.
No, we should
Here we go. Dun, 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 dun.
we should program it so it's actually. I think when I go behind this, it's like
It doesn't know where
doesn't
you're at.
know where I'm. No. All right, all right. Also, something we fixed is that I can now switch with my Stream Deck, which I vibe coded. You can say, I can switch microphone here. So now I'm on this one instead.
What is the whole vibe coding?
Do you know who Andrei Karpathy is?
Kinda, you talked about him before.
Yeah, he was original at OpenAI. Very famous developer, also famous for making really nice educational YouTube content nowadays, where he like talks very simply about like extremely complicated stuff. So he's very loved because he's really spreading the knowledge to everyone in a way that is interesting even for a non-technical person like me. Andrei Karpathy coined the term vibe coding. It's basically when you don't code manually, but you ask something like Claude Code to code for you or something like that.
Okay, so it's aided coding then.
Yeah, it's coding with an AI.
I was just like, okay, so you just add vibe before anything, it becomes this whole different thing. I'm vibe chilling right now.
Absolutely. So yeah, but it captures pretty much how it's feeling, because you just tell the thing like oh, I want this spreadsheet. I can show you what I vibe coded yesterday. I have it here actually. So this is the spreadsheet we worked on yesterday, and Jimmy during the stream started on this script that we have up here. We have a new. Look here, Hannes. We have view, insert, format data, Gemini, extensions, help, marble machine. We have a whole menu item up here. So this is, and this menu we made also, I built up on top of Jimmy's code. So we can run the whole formatting script, and we can do some automatic formatting of so it, for example, creates all these groups automatically and keeps this design requirement document clean. It makes all the borders. It does a lot of, it also do all this numbering. So the tree number structure, it keeps clean automatically. So it saves a lot of drudge work. I think it's a perfect example of where like vibe coding is perfect, because I never coded, but I could take Jimmy's code and build on it. So that was super fun. So, but I'm not going to go into this design requirements now. We're going to VibeCAD. And here we are, the vibraphone holders. So I talked yesterday with a very knowledgeable Onshape person called Evan Rees in the group chat with Derek Van Allen about how to bend. So what I want to do, I want to take these. Okay, I'm going to try to talk concisely here so Alphonse can use it in the video later. So what I want to do now is to take these straight flaps and turn them inwards and print them leaning inwards, so that when the vibraphone plate comes between them, they're pre-tensioning and hugging the plate from the sides. Boom.
Boom.
For any new viewers, these holes are all different on all the bars. And as you can see, they're not perpendicular, so these designs becomes a bit more involved. But we did a cool thing. We have the whole Vibraphone bar in configurations up here. So let's begin. I don't think I'm going to be like super disciplined with how I built this CAD up. I think I'm just going to, I think we'll see. We'll see how disciplined I should go. Let's hide this. Shift P hides everything. Also, you can see I have this flat spot, which is the printing surface on the resin printer from Formlabs. So I can print these parts with no supports and very simple printing.
Great, great, great. And we're live on all our platforms. And I just want to say hi to the Instagram viewers as well that are watching now. And I apologize if we all of a sudden just cut out from the stream. It happened yesterday. I'm trying new stuff today. So hopefully we will be going on Instagram. But if it just cuts to black and we disappear, it's because of, yeah, I really don't know yet. It's a software issue. I'm troubleshooting it. Can you see me? I'm sweating bullets over here. Woo!
You're doing great, Hannes. We're learning. It's super fun to be on like... How many platforms are we on now simultaneously?
Not that many right now. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch at the moment. I will try to boot up X and look into TikTok now as well.
Okay,
So.
but we're twice on YouTube, aren't we?
We're twice. We're times 2. And I'm sorry if people, chat can please give me feedback on that whole thing. How I understand that some people see the streams twice, right? They see the regular one and then they have another one that is the the vertical one, the shorts stream. Is it annoying that if it pops up in the regular feed for you? We're looking at how we can do that more easy. Today I named it and changed the thumbnail to be more appropriate at least so that you don't click on the wrong one.
That's a great idea. Here you can kind of see the reason why it's important to keep the... So when we look at the whole Vibraphone like this, you can see the reason why it's important to keep the holders very slim here on the sides, because if they're thick, the whole Vibraphone is going to be really wide when we multiply this distance by 37 plates. So yeah, I think I'm going to roll before the linear pattern. What I'm thinking about now is if I should try to do a CAD exercise for myself and do this properly, or if I'm going to do this dirty CAD that I'm famous for, hi Wilson, and just cut this off and just lean them inwards and be done with it. But I guess I should take a little bit of pride in, yeah, so either quick and dirty or go back and do it properly is what
What will save you most time in the end? The proper one, right?
Let's take this as a little bit of a CAD lesson for myself then. Just because we're live streaming, I shouldn't try to rush through things. We talked about that before.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back and try to design this in a clean way. And if I'm really, really good, we have these variables. So I'm pulling them in so the vertical can see. So we have all these variables, and in the best of world, 278, I can change the length of the bar and my CAD doesn't die. This CAD looked like it actually didn't die. This CAD died when I changed the length. So that's another like level of seriosity to make sure the CAD doesn't, what's it called? Break when we use the variables for the next note. But that's a little bit an extra side quest objective. Main objective is to CAD this one clean here.
Cyber Marble says, cast this one into the fire.
Okay.
Make it right from the beginning then.
Yeah.
No quick and dirty jobs here.
No, I'm going to try to, because I got this beautiful advice from Evan Rees, the On Sherpa online. Evan is doing great on-shape tutorials and helping people and businesses getting really good at working on shape. So since Evan is helping me, I should honor Evan here by not just doing something stupid here.
And we see here we have Garlic Waffle that says, greetings from Colorado. I'm glad I stayed up late. LOL. Welcome to the stream. And we also have Renee that says, Wintergatan rocks.
Nice.
Been a channel subber since day one.
Wow.
Glad to have you here.
Through thick and thin, Dan. We appreciate that. Really.
Through CAD and tinkering.
From thick and thin extrusions. Thank you, Hannes. I'm in a good mode today, actually. So
I think I am too. I'm getting to it now. But I think I perhaps should remove my little image here, and I will try to log into some other stuff here.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that interesting to look when I'm focusing on that.
I can talk everyone through what I'm going through.
So you're stuck with Martin now, everyone.
So.
But I read chat, no worries.
I think Evan showed me something really cool. So Evan showed me a cool thing that I'm gonna try now. Okay, I can't build this up in a really fantastic way. I need to do some sheeting. I want this shape, but I want to bend it inwards. I can make a thin extrude. Should probably start here. I'm probably gonna use way too many sketches. And here's another trick I learned from the streams. When I sketch on a mate connector like this, if I go into the mate connector, the realign will help me flip the thing. That didn't work. Should I change this? No. Okay, what happened there? I'm gonna try again. Put it on that line. I want the plane to flip downwards. Primary axis entity. What if we use this one? Yes. That's actually all I want to do. So I'm happy for this. I don't need a secondary. I think that's the pointing the Z. Yeah, let's just try that. I think that's fine. Good. So now I want to sketch a thin line for a thin extrusion. But first, we're going to use this point. And I'm just going to make a dimension here. It's probably what they call a projected dimension or something like that. Because it's already set. 13.5, all right? Everything is off in here. Yeah, this is the tricky with this. Everything is at this slight angle, which throws me off. Oh, but that's why I should use the... Okay, now I think I start to understand the align thing, because if you can see from here, my sketch plane is not perpendicular to the thing I'm trying to CAD. So if we're going to the sketch plane and choose... No. Okay, so we're gonna do the primary axis is this one, and then I lose the mate connector. Yeah, it's not going swell. This let's try to work on this point instead. You can see how it's not perpendicular to the design there. I think then that's exactly what you fix with the primary axis. So if I do that, now we're perpendicular in a way. And I think now I can actually rotate it. Let's just try. Now I have what I want. My sketch plane is now perpendicular with the design. Good.
I see here we have Garlic Waffle says, I need to get some snacks for this. Who else wants popcorn? There we go.
Gonna use this line. Oh my god, it's such a mess with this little angle of this design. Throws me off completely. I'm so used on everything being perpendicular. I can't even like project the midpoint of this. Huh. Well, here's what Evan showed me, which is pretty cool. If you have an arc like this and you constrain it, it wants to do the radius like this. But if you then hover, you click it. But if I done, how did you do it? You can constrain the length of the arc. Oh, wait, I think Evan did it like this between these points. Do I need to click? Ah, there. Haha, I made it. See, that constraint is now a little arc. This is now the length of the line. And why is this important? Well, because we want to know the length that this rubber, remember what we're trying to do here. We're trying to print a pre-tensioned rubber flap that will become straight once we straighten it out. So we're interested in knowing how long will this line become when it's straightened out. And then we want to constrain the length of the line. Because if I will make a construction line here, and I'll do this with the same length here, we can probably variable those. We know that when this rubber stretches out, it will reach this height. So that's a really nice trick that Evan showed me. I'm very happy for that. I'm going to completely butcher it by making ugly CAD on top of it. But anyway, the trick is intact. So let's remove this line. So let's see how high did we want it? Ah, this is going to be so hard, Hannes. I'm thinking of doing it quick and dirty instead. It's these angles that throws me off. Or if perhaps I should begin. Okay, no, let's not do that. I'm going to try to do this nicely. I think I started the design from this side sketch. I think that's wrong. I think I'm going to start completely over. That's probably why I feel this is hard. So I'm going to roll back before there was an holder. I'm going to start from this, from the real top. That's the resonator pipe. That's the other holder. So I want the sketches from these asymmetric holes. I think this line is kind of everything I want. So the reason these holes are so different on each bars is that they are placed on the harmonic, where the bar is actually not vibrating that much, which is actually perhaps a demo I should show you. Like if you grab this bar by the holes, it keeps on singing, but if you grab it in the middle, it stops singing immediately. It's a very big difference on where you mute the bar. That's why we can hold the bars at these points and still have a good sound. This line contains almost all information I need to start over fresh. I still think I should make the sketch perpendicular to the sides of the thing. So how can I create a nice sketch plane to do that? I go into this sketch, Shift S for point command, put a point in the middle there. Then I'm gonna drag a help line here that is vertical or horizontal. I think this could be a good starting point for a more serious effort. So let's try sketching. Let's try sketching on a mate connector on this point here. Let's remove the vibraphone bar. Here's our mate connector. Let's see if we can flip that around in a better way. Primary axis, let's just learn here. If I take this, that's that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give myself another help line to rotate the mate connector more simply. So in this sketch, that will be kind of super important. I'm like building a XY coordinate system here to start the sketch. Perhaps that's how we can think about it. So these are my help lines just to position the mate connector correctly. It's kind of fun to be thorough. It feels like we don't see a holder materialize, but we see clean CAD materialize. I think what you should do is that you should use this realign, and the primary axis should be this. Yes, yes, yes. And this is great because now sketch 18, this text here, is actually reading the correct way, which means that Onshape knows what's up in the sketch and all that. So we have a great foundation of where to start this design. I think. Now, let's go and grab the geometry of the plate. So I'm going to use the whole side profile here with the hotkey. Is it called hotkey? Hotkey U for use. It's P for project in Fusion.
Who cares about Fusion?
Nah, there's no...
Nah.
We had a good
hard
time
feelings.
Fusion.
Yeah.
We became friends after breaking up, actually.
Yeah. It was a fiery relationship. You ended on good terms.
I actually...
A more stable relationship now.
Yep. I actually see here there's one edge I forgot to chamfer. So let's actually do that because this will break our CAD. So I think we have a chamfer command somewhere. And that little edge should be in that command. So let's clean this up. Yay. Which broke 18 because these references are now dead. So let's redo that. So Hannes will be reading chat. He's just troubleshooting some other stuff right now, correct?
Yeah, I'm trying to spread the word about Vibraphone bar holders and design requirements to the whole world.
Good.
So I'm trying to get us online to even more platforms.
We can't let people live deplored of this amazing knowledge about
No.
how.
First off, let's get TikTok working, and then I get to see what OnlyFans is all about.
Okay. That's what's OnlyFans?
Oh wow.
I'm gonna rename Sketch 18. I'm trying to pretend to be wholesome.
Yeah, you're so innocent. Okay.
Sketch. I'm gonna name my sketch Sketch Holder A. I feel good today. It's so much fun actually. I can see where all this is going, and it's going to somewhere beautiful. I think the perpendicularity threw me off of this design. I think it's a much better thing. I started on this angle thing, and I think it's a much better foundation to build on here. So I'm gonna hide the vibraphone bar, and we're gonna make construction lines of the vibraphone bar by hitting Q. So let's see here. Now we can start to think. Oh, now we're going to do something symmetric. I'm going to do a midline here. Oh, this is so much better. Thank you for whoever told me that I should make it cleanly. And I think we're gonna thin extrude, Hannes. I know you're in luck. You're in extreme luck for today.
Okay. I can't look right now because I'm taking a selfie.
Okay.
Defining my age through a selfie. This is the future.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Now I'm going to do this Evan Reese trick again here with this this arced line that is not wanting to play with me from starting from there. I have to start it from here, and then I can delete this line. I can tell you to be coincident there. I can also tell you to be tangent with this. And then we're gonna do this Evan Reese trick of constraining this line in such a cool way. You take the endpoints like this. Watch and learn here now, kids. And this is the distance between the two yellow dots. But if you go into the line, click it, it turns into the length of the line instead. Evan Reese, the on Sherpa.
Boom. Mic drop.
Which means, oh, I should make this a variable. Hashtag, my new variable, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say flap height. Boom. It's 22 millimeters. Boom. Is that all I need to do? Yes. Yes. So now, my friends, we're gonna make a straight line. And you know how long that straight line is going to be?
Yes.
Flap height.
I got a question here from Jimmy. I want you to answer him.
Oh.
What aspects are you trying to improve on this version of the holder? Please give us a little recap.
Good question, Jimmy. I had an idea from the beginning. Let's see, how far can you zoom in with the room camera here now, Hannes? Can you zoom in like all the way so I can show details?
Yeah, let's see what I can do. When we want it automatic, I can't zoom in. I can perhaps...
Try Google manual, because the zoom on these were kind of crazy.
Where the heck can I change that?
Let me know when you have a close-up, and I'll go into explanation for Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy is a very lovely person, contributing a lot of knowledge on the scripts yesterday. So then we can make this straight line also hashtag flap height, which means that now we know that this bent rubber that we're going to print bent, when it's forced straight, it's going to be this high. So let's add this kind of projected dimension, or what is called, which is, no, not yet. It's because of this. I need to just set this first. So let's set a 10 there. Yeah, it becomes red because we can't have both these free. I want to make a dimension that is just grayed out. So it's just telling us the distance, but it's not a it's just telling us the distance there. Because then I can change flap height to the top that I want. Flap height is not here. Variables. So flap height, if I do 20, do I have to do enter? Then I can see we're 2.6 millimeter from the top. Let's do 21. We're 1.6 millimeter from the top. I think that's pretty good. And now you can see that the curved line also changed. No luck with the PTZ camera?
I'm getting there, I hope.
Okay. So now is the question then, how we're gonna constrain this arc further. But it's really cool. Now I can choose here how much bend I want, how much pretension I want on the rubber. Perhaps that camera should be in the middle of the room actually, because then you can go, then you can take really good close-ups.
Hopefully.
So now let's set a distance here, 2 millimeters. I'm gonna do a thin extrude. I'm gonna just check what we did. We had 5 millimeter last at the thickest, so let's do 2.5, half of 5 millimeters. And now the only thing left to constrain here is this bent rubber thing. So the close-up I want is here by my station.
But
Okay.
I'm looking off screen, you know.
Oh yeah,
to try
I
it.
see. Boop. So I guess what would be a neat way to constrain this? Perhaps with an angle constraint on a line from here. That's a curve. That's not a straight line. This is a straight line. So I can just add angle constraint here. So let's do 50. That's pretty steep. 55 looks pretty nice. So we're gonna mirror, hit S, do this mirror over this. We have our two lines that we're gonna mirror. And now I'm going to do, this is completely Evan Rees showed me yesterday. I'm gonna do an extrude. And everyone who didn't know that you can do this, I'm gonna do a thin extrude. Thin extrude from these sketch lines. Look at that. I think I want it to be a mid plane, so the sketch line is in the middle. I thickness 5 is correct. And that was basically my plan here. So now you can see if this looks wrong here, but these rubber flaps are gonna flex outward and be pre-tensioned is the whole idea. Then how we're gonna plan for printing the things going through the holes. Oh, wait. The extrude is wrong. I wanna extrude it symmetrically. And let's measure the old one. I think we did 20 millimeters. Gonna get my caliper.
Do it. Do it. Do it. And now I can also switch to this camera, you know, because I can fully control it now. I removed all AI on this one now.
Good. Cast it into the fire.
Yeah, so I can zoom in now.
They have nothing on Hannes. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting how much of a close-up we can get. Like, do the maximum one.
I think you don't want that. I'm up your nose then.
No, I mean, like, so I can show here. We need a better background. Yeah, you can really get a close-up there. Oh, look at this. Good.
Oh, wow. I feel this is magic.
This is actually good. I can explain stuff here.
There we go. Look at that.
Really nice. Our micro SDI cables for our new deck link, so we can have more guests on the stream. Yeah. So Jimmy asked what I'm trying to improve, and the thing that worries me about these holders is for every hit they bend a little bit more outwards. Like these things start to crawl out of the hole, and instead of hugging the plate tightly like this, they start to flare out on the side, and worst case actually drops the bars. So what I want to do is that I want to pre-tension these inwards by bending the flaps like this when we print them, and then the plate forces them out. And I think with the pre-tension, the rubber is also going to be a little bit stiffer, because here it's in its natural, most squishy state. But when we pre-tension it, it has a little bit more holding power. I think that is also going to be nice. So that's basically what I'm trying to improve on this one. And making a bit better CAD. Well done with the close-up there, Hannes.
Oh, thank you.
We're gonna plan for those so I can have better contrast with better surfaces to show. It's nice to get off the screen and into something more tactile.
And now I can really focus on anything in that room. Now beware what you put out there, Martin.
Yeah. I know. I know. Okay, so I did extrude 25. I think we're gonna go with 20. 20. Boom. And then I know that later I want this to be thicker, and then I've been told that the move face command is not cheating in CAD. Oh, interesting how it just keeps on. So if I want this thicker later, we can do something like that. Actually looks pretty nice with this arc on the side here. We'll see how we do that later. However, how to plan for these? Pretty tricky. Or is it? Let's go into the sketch to find out. Because probably here on the we know the height of the holes. Perhaps not super tricky then. But then the holes are in different places. Yeah, it's a challenge, actually. It's a bit of a challenge. If we go back to I can actually do that, right? So what I mean is these flaps, I have to figure out. Wait, I should be also looking 916 here, so 916 can see what we're doing.
Yeah, hello Instagram.
So these things. I have to know how to CAD them when they're like this in the print. So then when they're forced out, they become straight. And they are very, like, they don't have to be perfect, but I need to figure out kind of how to position them. But let's go slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So if I use this line, I want to make it a construction line, and I check the distance. This is the distance to the hole. 16.7. It's a gray dimension because it's a projected dimension, I think they call it in manufacturing drawings. We can do Evan Reese's trick again and make a 16.7 curved line to find out where those tabs should start on this curved bent version. One thing that I don't like in Onshape is lines on top of lines because it's so hard to choose between them, but we're gonna try. Perhaps I can I'm gonna create the line by itself and then constrain it into place. So we can work with it without being doubled here. It's gonna be a construction line, and it's going to take... So another quibble I have with Onshape, which actually been requested on the Onshape forums a lot, is to be able to just take this number and make that into a variable immediately, like in Fusion 360. Derek says they have reasons for not allowing us to do that. I'm gonna, here again, make my fancy arc length constraint. I'm just gonna manually tell it 16.7. So if I now hit I for coincident, constrain it to this point, and again, I here to this point, and then Shift O for concentric to this. It now disappeared, but it's under here. We have this spot, which is the center of where these tabs should start. Which should mean when they straighten out, the tabs will be in the correct height. So let's do a tangential helper line to get the perpendicular line this way, like this. And we have some kind of beginning for the tabs here. Unfortunately, I can't do them on the same, on both sides, because the holes are then also switched left and right, which is very annoying at this point. But we're gonna power through. Tell me what's happening, Hannes. I'm curious.
I'm trying to get TikTok to work.
Oh, interesting.
It's extremely difficult.
Interesting.
I'm trying.
Well done.
I'm using all the different oracles as well, but none of them are right.
Okay.
The features doesn't exist. I don't know why.
We have to get you onto Claude. It's so much better. Alphonse were right. Let's just go out and look a little bit at what we're doing. I think I'm going to remove this move face for now, so I just see what we're doing here. So how can I find the depth of this? So you can see that this hole is off center from this thing. And on this side, it's off center to the other direction. Because it's just a mess like that. So perhaps we're just gonna use this as this sketch is not gonna create a geometry. This sketch is just gonna be a helper thing. So we're gonna mirror this flap location to the other side. Over here, we're gonna mirror this. And perhaps there's not a lot more we can do in this sketch. This is just the beginning. If we show the sketch, we can get a lot of information out of the sketch for actually making these flaps. I think I'm gonna continue with the base and do the flaps last. I thought it was pretty interesting that the move face continued the curve. I wonder if there's an option. So you can see, like, when I move this face, it continues the outside curve. I never looked at the menu for the move face command. Translate, what's that? Rotate? No. Often when you want to learn a software, just check all the menus and read everything and try everything. It's like, I never done that in CAD, but it's really the reapply fillet. Huh. Let's just try something. I wonder if I can. No, I can't. I don't think I want this curve all the way down because the holder, I think I just want it straight actually. So we're not going to use the move face command. We're going to sketch the bottom instead. And since we're doing a thin extrusion here, if we're gonna sketch this in the same thing, I have to be careful because if I put one single line like this, the thin extrude doesn't like that. Oh, it managed actually. Sometimes the thin extrude can break from lines like this. Perhaps if I go from a point, I'll break the thin extrude. No, it manages. Good. Okay. Perhaps wasn't so sensitive I was fearing. So let's now do the bottom with the screw holes and everything. And it's going to be like this. I'm gonna be careful to just sketch half of the thing because this is gonna be mirrored. V for vertical, but perhaps this is horizontal. No, it's good. It's vertical. And this distance is 2.5 because I want outer edge, half of 5, 2.5. And this distance can be a little bit whatever, perhaps. We can see. What happens if I add this line? If you want them to be collinear, there's not a constraint for that in Onshape. You hit I and press both lines. That was something as an Onshape user that took me a little bit extra time to figure out going over. So let's mirror all this. And let's see if we have broken the thin extrusion finally. No, still doing great. Which means if I just do a quick, ugly solid extrude here, it should be tangential to our top. Symmetric, 20, add. We have a little line there on the faces. That looks correct. Nice. But we're going to also do the screw holes. A countersunk thing here. I think I did go with 3.9. Or hang on, should we do the whole feature? And we're gonna do the whole feature just because Ludwig is harassing me about that. The thing that I don't like with the whole feature, let me try, is that if I have sketch points on this sketch, there and there, I think kind of the whole feature really wants sketch points on the face. Because now if we want to do a counter bore for the heads, okay, let's see, through all, start plane, start from part, that sounds correct. Through all. See, now I'm only getting the holes here. And the counter bore is in there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a counter bore in the middle of the part. Start from selected plane. If we start from here. Yes! Learn something. The whole feature lives to fight another day. Fight to lives another day. I don't know what the... Perhaps, Hannes, I don't know if there's any people in chat chatting, but perhaps we should just skip TikTok and do that off stream in the maintenance hour later today. So I can hear what people say. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Not to, I would be pissed off if I was close to a solution and you forced me to give up, but
I don't know if you can be close to a solution when it comes to this software.
okay.
TikTok is fun.
So now you can see the whole locations are wonky. It's because we just put them in. This sketch is working like rent is due. Such a bad. I don't think that joke is super funny. I keep on making it anyway. All right. We want this symmetric, remember, so we're only going to have one sketch point here. Let's remove that. Let's see how we can, perhaps just on the midpoint of, what is this line from actually? Why is there a dot here? Perhaps on this midpoint makes sense to put a hole. S mirror, choose mirror line, and a little point. Boom. And then we're gonna also choose this little vertex. Can you kind of feel that this is cleaner, Hannes, than what we were looking at earlier?
Very much so.
So
look at that.
So far, I have 4 features doing all this. Let's go into our whole feature because they know about bolts and stuff. So we want a screw size. I thought I was going to be able to choose M4. Where is it we do that? Is it on simple? Oh, clearance. So in the counter bore, we don't get the M4 idea. Here's the depth of the clearance holes. You can go, I can go to the close-up here. Nice. So let me see if you see the reflections. It's the depth here. Let me just see what I did on the last one. Kind of 5. So we're at 5. That's good. And the width. Yeah, it's like 9. It's correct. The width is correct. My God, the whole feature coming in clutch. All right, sanity check with the Vibraphone bar. Let me just check how much space we have here. 7.5, that sounds good. So We do have some more things to add, but I think we're gonna add them. Perhaps we should add them now then. So to really make the position precise, I think, or perhaps we should cut off the printing surface first. That might help us. If we're gonna print this in the same way. Talk to me, Hannes. Tell me what's happening.
I'm preparing graphical stuff.
Okay.
Also,
Nice.
I need to keep my tongue straight in my mouth. Okay.
I understand. I just want some company.
Yeah, I know. I suck when I have to do all this, but I will get there. I will get there. I will keep you company soon. I promise you.
We have 700 more streams this year, so there's time to get things smooth.
Yeah, but some stuff should just work. I'm getting there.
So now I have to think about how to cut this, because now we have to start to work with this angle. So I want actually a sketch plane that is perpendicular to the angle. Oof. This angle kills me. Or maybe I can just... Okay, let's sketch on... But that side is perpendicular. I'm gonna cut off the front for the printer to be on.
Martin?
Yeah.
Why have we switched the angle? You were on a nice close-up there.
Because I went to CADing.
There we go. It was stuck on the PTC one.
Oh no. I've been talking. Okay. Sorry for that. We're learning. How, in what coordination system should I base this next sketch is what I'm thinking about. If the extrusion should be the cutoff has to follow this line, but perhaps the sketch can be... Yeah, I'm gonna make a real quick and dirty try. I'm gonna make a sketch on this side, just to see how this feels. I'm going to cut off this corner like this with an extrusion. So this is for the printing surface, but I'm going to use direction in the extrusion to choose that slight angled line. This is probably a clean way of doing this. You can see here how the cutoff starts to look. Cutoff is looking a bit wonky. But I think this is a good way of doing it. Like that. Or if we don't want this line to be diagonal. So that's one way of doing it. Let's suppress this extrude and let's compare with the other way of doing it. Let's do a sketch perpendicular to that line. So we're gonna do a mate connector on this center point. But we're then going to choose as primary axis this line. Oh, I'm starting to get a hang of that, which feels good actually. So then we do the same thing here. It's just the same cutting off, symmetric remove. Whoa. Why does it do that? Ah, I know why it does that. Okay, so we have the same result there.
Okay, I'm dropping it. I'm back to you now, Martin.
Yeah, that's nice. I think chat is happy to have someone acknowledging their existence as well.
Yeah, and the chat software broke down, so I reloaded it now. Now I can read comments. And Andrew, Hannes, you have not read out my super chat. I will do that, but sadly I can't pull the message up, but I will read it for Martin, because it was a generous 5 buccarinos sent our way with a question from Andrew Ray 6755. He says, Martin, can you rest small bits of metal to some plates to make sharps and flats to allow more key changes and extend the range?
Can you read it again?
Can you rest small bits of metal to some plates to make sharps and flats to allow more key changes and extend the range?
Rest?
Yeah, can you rest small bits of metal to some plates?
I think Andrew means like add and remove material to retune the plates. Is that what you mean, Andrew? Which is very creative, actually.
Yeah, you can please elaborate on your message there and I will read it. And I'm sorry for the software breaking down here, so I can't pull up your message.
Yeah. Let's try the test streaming of new platforms off stream, and so it's so much more fun when you're with us, Hannes. I know, we missed you.
Yeah. But we also want to do so much.
Yeah.
At the same time.
It's looking at the result of these different ways of doing it, it feels more intuitive. Actually, much more intuitive to do it the first way, to sketch on the perpendicular plane. Because I'm more sure of the whole location and stuff. I guess it actually has the complete same result. Apart from the fact that we then have that plane. I think I'm gonna do it the first way. So if I unsuppress this first one and suppress the second one, what was wrong with this one then? Oh, never mind. I'm going to do it the first way.
Do it the first way. Do it the best way.
Yes.
Like our wonderful backers. The last 24 hours, we got 2 new backers joining in. I'm Sam Gibbs, and Paulson became YouTube members or patrons or Twitch subscribers.
Fantastic. Thank you, I am Gibbs and Paulson.
And the last 4 weeks, we had 172 new Wintergatan backers.
Fantastic.
How crazy is that? Look at all those wonderful names supporting this marvelous adventure. That means the world to us. That is so cool. Thank you so much. That's incredible. In 4 weeks, 172 new backers.
Fantastic. Some of those are gifted that might not stay. It sounds really high, but it's fantastic regardless.
Okay. Just shoot me down, will you?
No, I'm more for hype. I said yesterday I wasn't going to do hype. I'm more for hype actually. All right.
Andrew is back. Yes, wide flat pieces to retune temporarily and not be limited to a few key songs.
I think it's hard. It's a cool idea, Andrew. I think it's hard to perform in real life. Perhaps magnets then, if these are magnetic. Very cool idea, Andrew. I think it's very difficult.
And Jimmy says here, since Hannes is back, I'm trying again. Is Martin aware that printing 10 parts is the same time as printing 1 in SLS?
Thank you, Jimmy. I am. Because it's I'm going to try to make both of the holders and print them at the same time this time. It is actually quite tricky geometry to know how to do this. I think I need to start by extending. I want to know where the holes are. It is tricky actually. So if I would extract that.
Okay, I learn stuff all the time. I can't have OBS up on the PC because then Instagram shuts off.
That's
interesting.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I will try to boot it up again, restart it.
So we're going to do. I think I need 2 helper points here in this first sketch, which should be 5 millimeters out perpendicularly. So we can see if we prolong like the middle of the holes. Very good point about the SLS printing, Jimmy, as well. It's like it works with light that cures the resin on some parts of the build plate, and it takes equally long if the light has to like cure over the entire print surface or in one little square millimeter. It doesn't care. So that's why it's not like FDM printing where you have to go everywhere to go. So now I have these little helper lines, helper points. Did I add points? I did. So now when we go to this one, I can add a 4.8. I'm slowly building up my understanding about how to get this shape. It's not the simplest. Since we're gonna bend this inwards, way more complex. But here's the hole. That's great. Getting there.
We're getting there. Oh my, we're getting there.
So now this beautiful cutoff. I think I shouldn't work with blue lines. Let's constrain all this. Shift L for perpendicular. Boom, boom. Let's do this one vertical. Boom, boom. And let's set this angle to something. 65. Boom, boom. Let's do a bit of perhaps a point that is tangential, both coincident both with that line and with this line, but we can still move it, and then I can constrain this distance, and then everything turns white.
Astro is wondering, why is that sketch all blue, Martin?
Good fun. I have 2 lines left. Now I know what Hannes feels like. Okay. Let's do that 70. And let's do this 30. That might not. Okay.
Carmcraft says, this holder looks better. Is it just a press fit?
Thank you, Carmcraft. Yes. it's going to hug the plate inward.
Nice.
So we have a pre-tension.
Good.
And which is a little bit harder, but we did some cool CAD voodoo here by calculating exactly how high these flaps becomes when they are widened out or straight. Okay, I think that sketch. This sketch is constrained. Now let's do that cutting thing. We're gonna cut. Let's hide the vibraphone bar. We don't want to cut that. We want to use this direction of this. And we also want to cut this little area. It's a remove. The merge scope is here. This is a little crazy. I think I need to add the angle then 67 because we want a little flat spot. Oh, this looks better. Why did it cut nicer now? Huh?
Because you asked it.
Because now you see we don't have this. Okay, this accidentally turned much better. I don't know why.
Accident.
Very happy accident. 68 degrees, perhaps. Okay, so now we have a nice printing surface there, and it cuts. Oh, did I miss the direction, perhaps? Yeah, I took the wrong direction. That's why it's cut. It should be on this line. Yeah, I thought it was strange that it cut like that. So here you can see. So now let's actually reduce that angle. I took the wrong one. Let's do 67 again. I just want a little touch there. I don't want to cut away too much from there. But I think that's a good... Oh, that's perfect printing surface, actually. The resin wants steep angles. I think that's good. But how I'm going to make these flaps, it's kind of... Perhaps I just have to straighten them out a little bit.
Carmcraft is wondering, so is the goal to influence holding force with width and length of the flap? What is a good holding force?
The goal is to make sure that the flap doesn't flare out. So the holding force isn't super important, but for each marble hit, I was scared about these flimsy things flaring out like this. And if we make them like this, it's just gonna hug and it doesn't want to flare out. Hopefully.
So a little bit stiffer.
Yeah, it's going to want to go inward.
A bear hug.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I think this angle here, I think I'm gonna open them up a little bit to make this easier to CAD. So with just one number like that, everything should follow. That looks nicer. And yeah, I think it's pretty good. Another way to make this stiffer, which we should perhaps actually try, is to go to the first thin extrude and do it. It's symmetric. Let me just see what happens if we do 30. Okay, we didn't do our homework on the reason why this is not following is because we made this extrude wrong. We should have gone to faces. So it's not a blind. It's up to face. And if I would have done it like that, Second hand position, up to face. It still works. This is not good though, so let's actually not do a symmetric here. I want to fill, so we're not going to do this symmetric. We're going to do this with 2 positions. So let's do the first one 10. Why is it thinking now? And then a second hand position 20. I'm gonna beef this up by making it longer. And now our second extrusion is following. Nice. We're not winning any like awards for being nimble here, but I'm happy still. All right. Let's attack these little flappy things. These. Which feels a little bit difficult, but perhaps it's not so difficult. Ooh, I can sketch on nice. This could perhaps be nice. I think I need a special sketch for each and one of them. So yeah, this is complicated with this angle. I'm gonna get it done. I'm going to get it done. It's gonna be beautiful fillet, and later it's gonna be a nice fillet here. That's gonna like look a little bit nicer like that. That's for laters.
Yeah, it will look nice, but not as nice as all these ones. Look at these wonderful names here. All the 1,204 Wintergatan backers.
Fantastic.
That are supporting through YouTube memberships, becoming patrons on patreon.com, or on Twitch as Twitch subscribers, I think. If Alphonse have managed to get them in there. I'm not sure.
Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. All right. Take it slowly here now, Martin. I need to get to a very special point to extrude these. To extrude these arms at the correct spot. So we need to follow this line. But how do I translate? I need like a starting point, and then I can just make an extrude. There's so little millimeter distance here, so I could just make them and force them into the vibraphone plate. But I would like to figure out how to actually do this. So I guess I need to start a sketch on a mate connector here on the middle of our thing with the primary axis. All right, we don't have that line. So I need to go back to our help sketch and add yet another line to help line up. This is actually really, really nice. So now I can do this line perpendicular to that line. You can see that it differs from the first one. So this is a way of like placing your sketches that is so much simpler and more like powerful compared to Fusion 360 with these mate connectors. So I choose the point, boom, and then I choose the primary axis is this helpline I just made. And that's all I need for the sketch plane. I can perhaps just use these. I think this is going to be fine. So we're going to, if I just use these lines like this, I think those are absolutely okay starting points for our arms. Or are they? The arms, oh, yeah, this is not easy. Because the arms needs to be supported by the printer. Perhaps I need to print this with support, otherwise I'm maybe going to go crazy. This might be my first support print, honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not happy about it. But now I think there's a way we should hide some of the sketches because it's getting a little bit ridiculous. Where is hiding the sketch? Oh, I can't hide it because it's chosen. That's weird. I can hide sketch 20, but not sketch 19. Hide all sketches. Okay. So here's the arms. Arm starting points. And now you could use this, that point normal plane. Like that Ludwig uses to get this plane perpendicular to this line. But we're not animals here. Like
Ludwig an animal.
Yeah. We're going to do a mate connector and we're going to do realign, and the primary axis is this. This is way better, okay? It's exactly the same result, but it's better. So now we can sketch that profile of the... I think I need to resort to support for these.
Resort to support.
Let me just see what happens if I extrude these. 4.8. Or should I say whole size? Hashtag whole size.
So why are you against supports?
I think it's a little bit of you have to cut them off. But to learn to print with 3D print resin printing, I should probably like learn to try them.
Doesn't everyone use supports?
Yeah, I think you shouldn't be afraid of it. It's ridiculous if you're like
we all could use some support, Martin.
Yes. Whoa, this is... Okay, let me just do something stupid. Why is this doing like this? It's a solid extrude. Just do that for now.
Our friend Martin in here is here with a donation and a comment that says, "We're not animals?" ? Animal song. Let's go.
We're this is not what I want to do. It would be so clean if I...
Astro says you should try supports. It's fine in this case.
Okay, thank you, Astro. But I'm still wondering why... Oh, it's because it's flat there, so it touches the hole there. And I actually think I want to make this longer and cut it off when it's bent up. So it shouldn't be straight. I think I want to go on a curve. So this is getting more and more complicated as we go. There's going to be supports here. Perhaps fun to see what it does with supports. But this is not the way to make this shape. Oh, but then perhaps I can just do on this sketch, I can do a sweep path. So these are construction lines. And we're going to start with a straight line, and then we're going to do a sweep path. Okay, we're getting there, Hannes. We're getting there. I'm so impatient always. Do a
I can't relate.
sweep path. So we're going to sweep this profile on this path. Beautiful. And it's going to be an add to part 5. Okay, I'm getting there. It's just because, so these are, it's just so I can make them longer, you know? I think it's in the correct position anyway. Jesus, what a strange part. Right?
Jesus, what a strange part.
Let me double check with the help sketch.
So what are our goals now on this stream here? Do you want to finish this stream and then print it?
Yep.
Today.
That would be good. I think I should. I was a little bit more ambitious with the way I was cutting this. I feel but yeah, I think I should. Oh, but perhaps we can, when I have these, I can then make the cut. Yeah, the goal should be to get this on the printer, I think, because then we can try it this afternoon.
Okay, it's that fast.
Yep.
And I'm just going to take a look how the 3D printer is looking. Ah, look at that.
It's waiting for us.
It's waiting. It looks hungry. It looks ready to work. Whoosh, get to it.
If we're using supports, I could centralize this design. All right, wait. If we're gonna use support, we can make this part much more beautiful. And only the supported sections will be inside the Vibraphone bar. And I don't need these shenanigans. We can make it much more... So if we're accepting supports, that opens up a new design space. Are we accepting supports? Okay, we are accepting supports to learn.
Astro is saying this. For prototyping, in my opinion, it's fine to use supports, but for the final product, make sure to design to print without supports to save time from post-processing.
That's interesting because, yeah. You know what I should do to learn now, Hannes? I never seen like supports for this. So to understand support, I'm going to suppress this. And I'm going to just export this part into the software and look at how this kind of supports looks.
Yeah, because they can make automatic.
Yeah, they will make it
right?
automatic. I just need to understand... Also, I would love for this holder to be symmetric, which we can do. So this feels much better, actually. So let's just export this as a step file. Export. So I can learn about the support stuff. Oh,
hello.
I think that's our new screens.
Okay,
Wait,
should probably take
let
that.
me just take it. Hello? Hej? Ja, men vad trevligt. Står du uppe vid hissen, eller? Okej, kan du ringa igen för jag kommer upp på 10 sekunder om du ringer när du är där. Ja. Absolut. Vi ses. Hej. It's our new 50-inch double screen so I can make better images for all of you here. Test holder support. I can bring them into the studio on the stream, Hannes.
That's interesting. That is good. And I can control the camera when you arrive.
Fantastic. Let me get this. I'm having fun today. I spent like 7 years in shame of not being done with this project, and I need to really clear my mind from all that to just have fun with you, Hannes, and build this thing and go on a world tour.
Yes, please.
I'm going to.
Let's have fun.
I have forgotten the name of this software.
Some slicer.
Nope. Preform. It's called
Preform.
Preform. I'm gonna show you the software in a very little bit here.
And now they take it. Olle is saying here 10 sekunder. I want a running camera. Only 10 seconds away from the door. Martin is sometimes optimistic. Let's see if he makes it.
I'm so where did that go? Thought it should be in my downloads folder. Searching for test. Oh, here. Beta
Are we ready?
feature. We're ready here. Beta feature.
Beta? Oh no.
Orient. So let's select this instead of a printing base. And now we can see here, I think I right click. We can see here that the print is very happy. It has some cups here that we might then think about to not blow the print up, but it's not happy with this thing here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to auto-generate supports.
Let's see. Oh.
This is what I don't understand. Because
why?
Yeah, it feels like the Matrix Monsters is eating my beautiful holder.
It seems excessive.
It's extremely excessive, so we probably should not do auto-generated. We're gonna clear. We're gonna edit supports. Perhaps never done this. Here. Apply. Yes.
Okay.
This feels better, right?
Yeah.
But it's still like pushing the whole part off with the support. So raft type, none. Reset.
Oh, no rafts, please.
Reset.
We're not going
Clear.
to the ocean.
So no raft.
It's because the part isn't flat on the print bed.
Right, it is flat.
Maybe try to auto orient. It might help a bit with the supports.
That's
You didn't put it on the floor.
But now I have the brush radius spacing. I think it is on the floor. Look, it was actually the raft setting.
It was the raft setting.
Look, this is exactly what I wanted. Do you know how good I am at this?
No one has ever questioned.
I'm just so curious, like, how is this enough support?
It seems weird.
Doesn't it? Perhaps I should add it more directly underneath here.
Yep, that seems more like it.
Interesting. If this works, yeah, okay. I'm gonna get some screens.
Okay, get some screens.
Yep. You can probably hear me on the
Okay, I will shout. Here we go. Exciting times ahead. Let's prepare the camera. When he arrives through the door with the future. Some new screens. I can still hear you. He's still on the stream. This is exciting. Okay. I hear beeping. I hear a truck coming up. That is bad. This is exciting. Let's hear what he says. Who is he talking to? No one knows. It's 2 of them. 2 more. You're getting 1 for free. Yeah, and you need to do some color commentary. What are you seeing right now? Oh, wow. I hear some signing being done. Interesting. Gilmar Oliveira wondering. Hey Hannes, how do you access the studio? Well, it's an intricate system we have built up here over our 2 different networks. I'm sitting way away from the studio. I'm multiple hours away. Hannes, just so you know, we can't hear him. We can't hear Martin, by the way. Okay, the stream couldn't hear you, Martin. Okay, let's see. He should be arriving here now. Dun, dun, dun.
But can you hear me now, Hannes? Can the stream hear me now?
I mean, I hear you.
Because that doesn't make any sense. But if you listen to the stream sound, go over to the stream sound.
I hear you.
In the stream sound.
Yep.
I was quite silent for some time there. Perhaps. Perhaps that's it. Okay, so I forgot my keys, so I can't take the elevator, so you have to listen to me carrying these screens in the stairs. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, don't drop them. They can hear you now.
Okay. Trying to not drop them.
Okay, good they didn't hear you when you told so many secrets that the stream shouldn't hear. There he comes. Dun, dun, dun,
Going
dun.
to make a
One of them. Let's take a look. Wow.
It's 1. All right. Yay. And 1 more. I have to get it inside. I will have all our sources on one of these, and then I will have the image going out on stream on the second one, full screen. I feel out of shape. I'm actually eating a medicine that makes me more breathing a bit harder. I have to blame that. Trying to not
Now
breathe.
stream is yelling here. Unboxing stream.
So these are going to be glorious. They're going to be hung from the ceiling. And it's going to be so much simpler for me to see if we have a sharp image, if the like framing makes sense, color grading, and all that.
Imagine all the good parts you will be able to design now.
Shut up! All right. We got 2 screens in. Let's continue with the CAD. So, I see you spying on me over there.
Oh, wow. It is. I need like a joystick. It's quite difficult to do this with a mouse.
We should give you joysticks.
Yeah.
I think this kind of settles it. If the software says that this is fine, it will be fine. I think like we can increase the touch point density. So this will be fewer touch points. Internal support. What's bundled supports? Group supports into easy to remove bundles for faster post-processing. Best suited for parts with large supported surfaces. But that's actually exactly what we have. I'm just going to show here bundled supports. Let's try that. If I do reset, would that like... Because it's not changing here now. If I just apply now.
Now echo for Martin's audio. Is the wireless acting up now, perhaps? Let's see. No, it seems fixed.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
It sounds good on stream.
It looks very low on stream.
It's fixed now. It was bugging out a bit when you were moving around.
I'm gonna see if I can hear myself on stream. I don't.
Chat is saying fixed at least. Sounds good for me.
Oh, but the wire's been off the whole time, Hannes.
No, I turned it off now.
Oh, you turn it off now?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, I couldn't get it to be... I'm gonna do clear. And to do the bundled support. I'm just curious to see how that will look. Because they said it would be good for a part exactly like ours. That looks good. I think this whole thing, we can kind of tore it off. Oh, do you know what I realize here, Hannes? Is that it's not like FDM printing because of the curing of the light of the resin. It's basically just the things that are cured are pretty stable in themselves. So that's why it can be like this. It's more about holding this whole arm later so it doesn't fall down. It's not about like building support for the whole circle there. Great. We're learning.
My memeplex says you can experiment with very few supports. That's a nice thing with multiple variants. If you add a fillet around the base.
If you add a fillet around the base. What can you expand on that, my memeplex? What fillet around what base? So now what's nice is that we can go and make this part much nicer, and we don't have to do this shenanigans with, I think it's this one, right? This. We don't have this anymore. So we can, I'm just gonna suppress the features so we can leave them in there.
Okay, the last part was about the holding rod. So the fillet around the base was for the holding rod.
Oh, you mean here then, my Wimplex? Yeah, we should definitely have a fillet here, if that's what you mean. So now, Hannes, we can go back and do this extrude again, symmetric, which I wanted from the beginning. Let's do 25.
Happy
chunk.
Martin.
Yeah, I'm happy now. I'm happy. I'm happy. Because now it's like it's going to make so much more sense. And also it's going to be beautiful from the side because we can add these fillets like I talked about. We can add them on all, and it's going to look, it's going to look like we're, you see, this looks much nicer, see?
Yeah, of course. And the variance is about the different angles for stems.
Aha. Okay,
You
of
can
the
experiment
supports.
with very few supports. That's the nice thing with multiple variants.
Ah, good. Thanks for getting me onto that. So now a little bit of a crazy thing then is this next one. How did I build this one up? I build it up with a sketch there and a circle. Okay, so we're gonna do a sketch on a mate connector on that point. Oh, it's all okay. I chose the point and the axle at the same time. I'm getting better. We're gonna do a little circle there that is constrained to hashtag hole size. I am getting better. And then or am I fooling myself now? No, I'm not. This is correct. Good.
I don't want to stress you, but we're approaching 15-minute mark now.
That's
on
perfect.
The stream.
Perfect. That
is 15 minutes too much for you. You're so fast.
That makes me excited to. I think we're going to be exactly ready. And check this, Hannes. This is going to be a crazy one. We're going to just do it like that. So I just want them to pass each other because they need to be longer. So we're going to sweep. We're going to sweep this profile on this sweeping path. I'm really happy for everyone joining us on these streams. It's so nice to have everyone's company, and you're teaching me so much.
You're welcome.
It's such a luxury. You're teaching me a lot as well, Hannes. So here you see, I just want to fold this thing away from the other thing. So I think if we go back to that sketch, I can pull this one down, and then this one can go up. I just don't want them to. I don't want them to do that. And then we're gonna cut them to size.
Mm-hmm. I trust you.
So this one shouldn't touch there. So perhaps that's a bit scary. I can perhaps do this. There. Ha. Okay, that's going to go out a little high from the beginning, so I should actually go down there. It would have been nice if they weren't not in the same plane. Or perhaps this can be the shorter one. Okay, that's how I should do it. I just realized I just pull this back like so. And then we have much better clearance.
My Memeplex says, I think that part doesn't need such long rods. I also think the angle could be less. These are variants that could be explored.
The angle. Oh, you mean this angle? Yeah, the pretension angle. I think you're right about that. I wanna
that is perhaps what people said, like
maximize it.
It will it won't take longer printing different variants.
Ah, it will use. Okay, I see what you mean. It would use a lot of the resin, though. I wonder if I also will need support over here. Probably not. Okay, so let's beautify this part a little bit. Oh, we still have those little things as well. I want this to be... we still have the little notches to make. So let's go back into... Which sketch is that? I think this one. I'm gonna offset this little line. Or should I just make a new one, perhaps? Center point arc. Is this the... Yes, it is. This offset is 2.5. Half of 5. I want to make a little point that touches the vibraphone plate on the side, like this little bulge that we made in the last one. Mirror, choose this mirror line. Choose that line that we just made. And then we can again do this wonderful thing called thin extrude. So if I show that sketch, I can thin extrude this little thing symmetrically, 2 millimeters. This is very, very, very nice with thin extrude here. Look how exact that this. I shouldn't perhaps be proud, but I'm a little bit proud. Does this also then need 2 millimeters? I think it's only 1 millimeter. Nice. Can I also choose this line and have it go? No. Thin extrude is for one sketch at a time, feels like. So now I'm gonna extrude this little thing. 1 millimeter.
Poe East is wondering here, from the vertical live stream, it's always fun when people comment on those as well.
Oh, nice.
By the way, any tips to start 3D modeling? Is Fusion 360 the best starting friendly CAD software to use? Right now, I would say like Onshape, right?
I think whatever gets you inspired, whatever makes you feel like you like want to work in it, like depending on the look.
Dark mode in Onshape.
Yeah, that's. Meanwhile, midplane. There we. Symmetric. Oh, here we go. Finally, took me ages.
I echo what Martin said. Whatever gets you inspired and gets you started. I don't know about Fusion. Does it cost money to just start? I don't know.
I think there's free licenses on all of these now.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So I would say whatever makes you feel like you want to spend time in the software, and also where there's a big support community. And I think there's support community for all of them nowadays. Why am I not getting this? 2 millimeter there feels good. Let me just see how I did the first one. 1 thickness, 2 depth.
Is there something to this? If they're straight, they'll go in the bottom if it keeps the length like this. That's why I'm advocating for less length.
I'm gonna cut them off. I think you mean that they are going to collide with each other inside the plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going. I don't have the brain power right now to calculate the length here, or do I?
I don't know. Do you have the time to do it? That's the most important thing.
Wait,
You have 9 minutes.
I do. You know why I do? Because of Derek's, Evan's fantastic new thing that if you make a constraint like this, and you click it, and then you click the line. No, I'm wrong. You don't click it, you make a constraint, and then you click the line, it becomes an arc. And I know that the plate is 40 millimeter, so this should be just under half of that. Now the plate is, wait. The plate is 38, so half of 38. 38 divided by 2 is 19. So let's make it 18. Am I thinking this correctly? Yeah, 18 plus 18 is 36. So now we actually know that they are the correct length. And we don't have to cut them. So let's do the same for this one. They have to start at the correct spot though. I want you to be 18. Okay, so we're back with a little bit of a problem with the interference now. I think this is what my memeplex meant. I'm just pulling them up to the material there, not constraining this. Okay, so then maybe we should remove length from this, and they're not meeting in the middle. That feels a bit insecure.
The length is not important. It needs enough, and 10 millimeter is probably more than enough. It's not going to fall out. That's what the prototyping will show. If it does fall off with 10 millimeter, you can expand.
Yeah, it would be kind of nice to just have taps on the side. Perhaps the material in the middle of the bar isn't really helping. I think that's your point, and I think it's valid. So let's try if we get away from the... Yeah, let's try this. So probably I could have cut off this one. Let's do them like that then, so we don't have this stupid shape here. I'm super worried about them falling out. I think my memeplex is correct that they won't. Now we can print them like this, which makes a bit more sense.
Yes. Team #nubs.
Nubs. All right, we're getting there. It's not looking too shabby. Shift P hides everything, Hannes, and now let's make some fillets on these. Why don't you want to? Oh, you do want to, with the correct length. No?
Together with the pretension, nubs should be enough.
Yeah, the material inside... The material inside is doing something, I feel. I don't know why this is not working. Is this too big? It was too big. 0.8. No. 0.6. I can use a scroll wheel for this, actually. 0.5.
Oh, this makes sense why I'm hungry now. Music Bro says they look like macaroni. That's why.
It's a much nicer design than what I had going first. I'm really happy for everyone's input from the stream. So we're going to fill at the bottom here. I hope we can make a little of a chunkier. I'll look at that. Yes. That's going to push them. Because then you can see how the knobs got much stronger there. with some nice filleting. We can also do a little bit of a round over here so they're easier to insert. Looks a bit more pro. Cool, it looks like earbuds almost.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do some a little bit of fillets everywhere.
3 minutes warning, Martin.
All right, that's perfect. I'm gonna finish this just in time. I do want to fillet here though. Oh yes, it works. Perfect. This is for strength and stability. 4, no. 3, yes. Oh, that's annoying. I would like to understand why some fillets are impossible.
Don't we all?
Oh, this fillet will actually change how they stand up. So let's do it much smaller, almost like this then. So in this way, maybe this is not going to be more stable. Well, that's why we're prototyping. A little bit of extra chunky round over here. That looks nice. And then the last things, all these edges, I think deserves a 1mm fillet. You as well, I guess. And we're done.
Boom, ship to work.
You know what I would like to show before we go, Hannes? 3 minutes warning. I would like to just import this one into the supports.
Yep.
So we're actually taking this into the next stage. Test holder 2. Boom. I had fun today.
Yes.
I'm having fun. We're gonna stream this afternoon as well, right?
Oh yes, we are.
You can't
You can't stop us now.
Exactly. Not with our 55-inch screens.
And my ability is to zoom. Look at that beautiful face right there.
Oh, the tusks are red. Oh no. Orient. Gonna print on this side for the roundovers to be easy to print. These cusps are interesting. Cups, I mean. Unsupported minima detected. Yeah, we have red here as well. You see, only this is bright red. That's interesting. Perhaps it was going to like do well. Let's add some support. There. And here. It's like I don't want to add here.
But the software wants.
Yeah, I ignore the software last, so it's probably
Yay.
not
right.
really Jay, because I had. Why is there a raft? There's a black thing here. Under my stupid fillet. So we're going to clear.
Filet mignon.
We're going to do. It's the first time I'm doing this, so I knew kind of the fillet was perhaps bad. Apply. I don't know what these black things are. That's a strange one here. I think I don't care about that one. I think we're good to go. So yeah.
Fantastic.
We should not do long goodbyes.
No. I just want to fix the image.
Okay. Great. So thank everyone for joining. We did the part. I'm going to put this on the printer now immediately and then have some lunch and we'll be back this afternoon.
Yeah,
Great.
thank you to everyone that are watching these streams, and thank you to everyone that are backing us on our marvelous adventure. Now we're gonna go and eat some food, get our energy back so we can live stream this afternoon. Anyway, take care everybody, and we will see you later.